All right, everybody. Welcome to a special live edition of Sci-Fi DevCon. We've got Vishek Pratap here, and he's going to present his topic, creating a community of misfits, why being different is the key to success. So I'm going to turn it over. Take it away, Vishek.
Yep. Thanks, Brian. Thanks for having me. Hey, everyone. I'm Vishek. And first of all, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, according to whatever time zone you are right now. I am here to present my talk on like creating a community of misfits. I hope you must be wondering why I have chosen this topic and why misfits and everything. I'll go with the flow. I'll start with my introduction and everything. So let's get started. First of all, I'll tell you like what is community and why it is important nowadays. So community is like a place or a zone where various people with different mindset come together and have like networking, have a conversation, have a discussion on a same interest, on a same level of mindset. They come together and have a proper discussion over here. So let's start with my introduction. Hi everyone, I'm Vishek Pratap. I'm a CEO and co-founder of Tech Valley. It's a startup based in India. We are a security solution company. I have also experience of having internship with Infosys, also community manager for Prograde Japan, where his team were expanding in India. I helped them to grow in India for the education part. I'm also Microsoft student ambassador. I'm a like final year graduate student right now in from India. I'm an open source enthusiast. I love to contribute in open source. I have been into many events and conferences as a speaker, judge, and mentor. So I genuinely believe that collaboration is much more needed in nowadays where people try to compete with others. But I think we should believe in collaboration, not in competition, because once you believe in collaboration, you will be able to grow yourself and you will be able to help others also to grow in this society. So why this I have chosen my topic, like why I have chosen community of misfits. So let's ask, like, having a community of misfits, because I have my personal experience. I was also a misfit some time ago when I was started my freshers degree. I find difficult to contact people. I find difficult to communicate with other folks. I try to bridge that gap between them, and mostly whenever the people from tier 2 or tier 3 cities comes and shifted to tier 1 cities, they face many problems. They face difficulty over there. They find a communication gap. They try to cope up with that, but they are not able to do that. But I think it's a it's a power for us. When we are misfit, it's a power, and we can embrace that to have a diversity in our community. And I think by creating a community to support a misfits, I think we can able to foster the culture of innovation, creativity, mostly for the personal growth of any individual. So I think this topic is like especially for those in a tech industry, like who often feel like outsider or struggling to fit in this societal norms or mostly in the mainstream demand of society. So through this session, will try to get proper insight like how community that values uniqueness and can lead to a greater collaboration, idea generation, and overall success. So we'll try to have an overview of like what misfits are, why misfits can lead to a proper success level in your life, and how you can build this community. So first of all, what are misfits? So like most of the people think that if I'm talking about misfits, it's something like you are alone, you stay differently, you look differently through this society. No, it's, misfits are like someone who doesn't fit with the mainstream of society norms. Like mostly society have different kind of expectation from an individual who are living currently with them. So, like, we can have an example of a great scientist, Albert Einstein, or Steve Jobs, or Elon Musk. They are also misfits. Like, they are not like a normal human being. They have that different kind of mindset. They started thinking to differently through this their solution. They started building innovative solution. They started thinking about problem statement in a different way. And I have noticed that most of the misfits, most of the people who are differently from the mainstream, they have common pattern, like they must have something positive qualities in them. And I think those positive qualities are like they have a creative mindset, they think about innovation, they are self dependence, they have a passion to do something in their life, they try to leave an impact in this society, they have a great vision in their life. And I think they think differently to the problem which we are looking into it. So, after what is misfit, I think we should know why misfits are important in our society currently and nowadays. I think people have a stereotype mindset and they think that if they are not able to cope up with society norms, they are not very good, they are not intelligent. And if the people think that they are not very good at academics, they are not scoring good grades, so they think that they are not able to cope up in their career, they will not able to grow in their professional life, in their personal life. But I'll say they have some of the common and positive qualities that we have to focus on it. And we have to enhance that positive qualities. And by that way, we can see why misfits are important for our society, because they have a different mindset, they come up with new ideas, they have a different perspectives. And like we can see that Albert Einstein, who is a great scientist, he solves the physics through his theory of relativity. Most of the people find physics very hard, but he has solved that physics with some theorems and theory of relativity through which everyone is following right now in the whole world. And I think that is the best point of having a misfits in this society. They can challenge the societal norms, they can challenge the status quotation. And I think, for example, like we have a Walt Disney, great founder, great visionary person. He was also a misfit, but he challenged the expectation of animation industry. Most of the people say that the animation industry will not boom and they will not be able to have a great revenue. He'll not be able to do a profitable business. But he has done tremendously good in his field. He has challenged all the expectation, all the situation, and built that innovation in that animation industry that makes a groundbreaking films right now in the whole world. And I think they have also a great specifics that they can inspire others by their behaviors, by their attitude. And mm, I think right now nowadays we can say Elon Musk. He's a very good influencer. Most of the time, people try to find him as a great inspiration, a great aspiration to build on something, to work on something, because he has a great vision. He tried to think the problem in a different way. He tried to solve the problem in a different mindset. And that's why he tried to follow his passion. He doesn't follow society norms, he follow his passion. And that's why he's very inspiring to us. Elon Musk is like inspire everyone in a tech industry, and most of the people like now we all are engineers, and we try to follow someone like Elon Musk, Sundar Pichai, or Satya Nadella to get a success in our life, to have a proper career growth, and that's why misfits are very important for our society. So don't worry, don't think upon that if you are a misfit, if you are not very good in something. But I must say, you will be good in some other aspects, in some other positive qualities. You have to look deep in yourself and find out that what is that quality. So let's get with this example. Why misfits, like why to have a community for the misfits? And I'll start with the example because I am a part of Microsoft Student Ambassador. And we are right now around 5,000 members globally in all the countries, approx 190 countries. And you can see in the picture, he's a Pablo Veramendi. He's our program director for Microsoft Student Ambassador. We all are misfits. We are not same like other person. We all have some of the different mindset, we think differently, we solve problem differently, and that's where we come together and build this community and help other folks to grow professionally and personally. We try to cope up with this community expectation, and we try to build something over there. And I think to create this kind of community, we must have some of the features like advantages, like we have to be a genuine person. Like people, mostly people can spot a fake person, why they are doing, what are they doing, but I think you have to be yourself. You have to think upon yourself, you have to follow yourself, you have to follow your passion. You have to be supportive people while you are building a community. You must, you can't be a like self reliable person. You have to be supportive person to help others also to grow. That's why in the starting I quoted, believe in collaboration, not in competition. You think differently, so you have to be open minded. You can't be a narrow minded people. So like this world is full of big and diverse problems, and like be open to new ideas, be open to what other peoples are giving their opinions. So when people give their opinion, you have to listen them, you have to think up on that solution, and then you have to react on that. That's why you have to be an open minded person. Be creative, because it is a very very good and unique specification for being a misfit. Like if you think creative to any of the problem, you must be wondering, you have a different mindset from other society people. And I think misfits are often creative and original thinkers because they always think about innovation, they always think about following their passion, they always think about how they can challenge this society norms, this mainstream norms, and build upon that. Always be positive, because a community of misfits should a place where people can feel safe and supported. And whenever you will be positive, you always support people, you always give a faith to other people that they can build, they can grow, they can grow through personally and professionally also. And that's why whenever you will create that community, you will be the lovable person of that community. So these are the like common points. So you must have like, you be genuine person, be supportive, be a open-minded people, be creative, have a creative thinking, and also be positive people. Never think negative, have a positive mindset, have a different mindset on a problem, whatever you are facing in your life. After having discussion on like what are misfits and why misfits, we have seen that, we have saw that how to build this community, but what you will get, what will be the benefit of having a misfit. So these are like, they also being a misfit because they have a positive mindset, they have a unique perspective, because they have that talent that can benefit the world. And if like you are thinking that you are a misfit, then don't let your differences to hold you back, because I think this is something unique in your life. So embrace your uniqueness and use it as an advantage. Use it as a fuel to grow in your life, personally or professionally. And I think if you have some of the feature, you must have, you may just like next misfit of this to achieve success. Maybe you are the next Elon Musk, maybe you are the next Steve Jobs, maybe you are the next Albert Einstein. So think differently. And if you think that these are the common thing which you stay focused on that, then you have to work on it. You have to like have a have a great aspiration. Follow those people who build something, who have worked differently, who have a great passion in their life, who have followed, always followed their dreams, who have always worked on their passions. So like you can see the example like Albert Einstein, Walt Disney, Steve Jobs. Once there was a time when Steve Jobs was in Apple, he was kicked out of his own company. But after that, he built that Apple, which is like one of the most valuable companies right now in the world. We have already discussed about Walt Disney, how he has challenged the societal norms, how he has challenged the mainstream code, and he built the great animation industry where every films are making right now. We have seen Albert Einstein, how he has given a theory of relativity which solves the whole physics, and we follow, we study in our education system. So these are the great example of being a misfit. So thank you so much for listening me. And if you have any of the question regarding my session, feel free to drop me or your question through any of the social media profile. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Vishek. We sure appreciate you giving the time and making the efforts to make it here and give your speech, give your talk on being a misfit. I certainly know that I felt like a misfit at times, so this is encouraging to me for sure. And I'm betting I'm not the only one who's watching this back who will think the same thing. So,
And I think everyone is misfit, but they have to find it.
yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, definitely appreciated your advice to keep continuing following your dreams, because that's it's something that we give up on too easily sometimes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Most of
Well,
the time when we face failure, we give up on that.
when we face failure, is that what you said?
Yeah, like most of the time when we face failure, we give up on that. But I
Mm,
think we have to like have a positive attitude. You can't quit on that. You have to work on it.
yeah. Sometimes you just got to be like, okay, I got to get over this mountain, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Um, yeah, so just a slide ago, Vishek had his contact info out there. It's also on his main speaker page on the Sci-Fi DevCon site as well. So if you have any further questions or just want to connect with Vishek, please do so, and I'm sure he'd be happy to answer any questions or talk any deeper with some of these concepts if you're interested. So okay, well, thank you very much once again, Vishek, and I'm going to go ahead and stop the
Thanks, thanks.
recording. Yep.